The door may have just been shut on reparation for the last two survivors of the Tulsa Race Massacre, when a white mob destroyed the city's thriving Greenwood neighborhood over 2 days in 1921, killing as many as 300 black residents. Last week, Oklahoma's Supreme Court upheld a lower court ruling that dismissed the survivors' lawsuit against the state for the losses, further dampening hopes it will ever atone for one of the worst acts of violence against black people in American history. Joining me now is Demario Solomon Simmons, attorney for the survivors of the Tulsa Race Massacre and their descendants. Counselor, we appreciate you for joining us tonight. I watched over the last 4 years as the now two survivors of your Tulsa, your clients, many of whom you've had me meet, some of whom you've had me meet, two of which you brought to National Action Network in Harlem. But in this case, your clients, Ms. Benningfield and Ms. Fletcher, have sought reparation from Oklahoma to what happened to Greenwood. You introduced me to them, as I said. With this decision, though, by the Supreme Court, state Supreme Court in Oklahoma, is this the end of the road? And if so, do you get a sense of whether the survivors are at peace with that they fought and kept fighting?
Well, first, Reverend Al, it's always good to see you, and happy Father's Day. So good to be with you. As you stated, you've been a champion and supporter with us every step of the way. And I'm happy to, obviously, we were devastated by this unjust decision by the Oklahoma Supreme Court. We think they moved the goalposts once again, which the state of Oklahoma has been doing for 103 years as survivors and victims of the massacre has been trying to get justice. But this is not the end, Reverend Al. I want to let everyone know that this is not the end. Here at Justice for Greenwood, my organization and my amazing legal team, we still have some theories to move forward. In fact, we're going to file within the next 15 days a petition for rehearing in front of the Oklahoma Supreme Court. We're going to explain to them how they got this wrong. We're going to explain to them that they're going to give them one more opportunity to get this right for these last two living survivors, 109-year-old Leslie Benningfield Randall and 110-year-old Viola Ford Fletcher. In addition to that, Reverend Allen, and this is where all your viewers can really help us, we are calling upon the United States Department of Justice, Christian Clark, who's the Assistant AG for Civil Rights, to open a federal criminal investigation into the massacre. It has never happened. They have the ability to do it. And Oklahoma has shown they will not do the right thing. And we need the Biden-Harris administration to step in and provide some justice to our survivors.
Now, you'll recall the media boost the Tulsa massacre got 4 years ago. I remember talking about the Biden administration. Joe Biden, as president, went to Tulsa and addressed this himself personally. I was there, and this has never happened to any president of the United States to even go to Tulsa and address the massacre. But when it was dramatized in a comic book TV series, HBO's Watchmen, which aired just months before the protests over George Floyd's murder, to look up 4 years later and see not just this decision on Tulsa, but an evaporation of the racial justice efforts that followed Floyd's murder. I wonder if you think America will ever reckon with its racist past.
You know, at this point, Irvin, like you said, we took a few steps forward. We've taken 5 or 6 steps back. And if we don't do something right now, they're trying to take us back to Jim Crow. I know Representative Donaldson was trying to romanticize Jim Crow. Well, my parents grew up in Jim Crow. My grandparents lived an integrated neighborhood. My aunts integrated schools. My dad integrated schools. And I can tell you it was hell. It was hell for them. And they don't want us to go back to that place. And that's why if we can't get justice for the Tulsa Race Massacre, which is the largest act of domestic terrorism in the history of this country. You had over $200 million in property damage. You had over 3,000 people disappeared, never heard from again. You had so many homes and businesses, over 1,500 destroyed. And you have 2 living survivors who experienced this as little girls, like the picture you have on your screen. If they cannot get justice, if the federal government cannot use its influence and power to ensure justice, I am very fearful for our future as a country. And I think this is a great issue for President Biden and Vice President Harris to make this an issue. As you said, Reverend Al, President Biden came to Tulsa. He met with my clients, and he promised them that he would help them get justice. This is the opportunity for the president, the vice president, the Department of Justice to step in and make sure they get justice and show that the White House cares about this issue, because all of Black America cares about justice for Greenwood.
Now, Juneteenth has deep roots in Black Oklahoma history, and 3 days out from the federal Juneteenth holiday, I wonder how you, as counsel in this case, assess where Black America is right now politically in this election year.
I think we are in a situation where I think we see what's happening here. We understand what the Trump group wants to do, the MAGA folks want to do. We understand Project 25 from an intellectual level, but I think we need to get that into our bones. We need to really understand that these people are very, very serious. This is 1876. This is the end of Reconstruction, where the Black codes came, Jim Crow came. Segregation was done to us very, very powerfully for over 100 years. We're standing on that precipice. And so I'm calling upon all of our people to make sure they get engaged in the political process. And that's why we need the Biden-Harris administration to get engaged on this Tulsa Race Massacre issue, to get engaged on our issues, continue to make specific policies and actions that benefit Black America, so we can go out and do what we need to do at the polls to make sure that we do not go back to Jim Crow.
Now, last question. The destruction of Greenwood, or Black Wall Street as it's called, was fueled in part by white resentment of a thriving Black neighborhood. And as we see conservative activists going after Black businesses that center Black entrepreneurs, claiming they're discriminatory. And as we see red state prosecutors threatening even our biggest employers over diversity programs, DEI under attack. Mark Murray Allen, National Urban League, and I will be picketing one of them this Thursday, the day after Juneteenth, here in New York. As we see even federal lawmakers now trying to choke inclusion efforts that might benefit Black federal contractors, are we closer to 1921 than we want to admit in terms of these attacks on Black economic progress? We're out of time, but I just need you to answer that briefly.
No question. We're right right next to 1921. And that's what's so scary about this time. And that's what's so scary about a decision like this, where these courts continue to erode not only our civil rights, our legal rights, but also erode our narratives. By saying if you can't get justice for the 1921 race massacre, it feeds into everything that's happening in this country. And we need our leaders, we need the president to stand strong on these issues, because we need to make sure we win this election. And we win this election by making sure we provide tangible relief and protection for Black people and our rights.
All right, Attorney Damario Solomon Simmons, thank you for being with us tonight. Coming up, we'll talk with a senator from a critical swing state about election 2024.